What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to our channel here at Vagabond Builds, and today we're bringing you a comparison video between two cars. To my right, I have the all-new 2024 Range Rover VELAR in the Dynamic SE trim, and we're comparing it over to the 2023 Range Rover VELAR in the R Dynamic S trim. And we're going to be talking mainly about the new update that Range Rover or Land Rover did to their Range Rovers on the exteriors, interiors, and the specs about these exact cars. But before we do, because it's not a sponsor video and we truly appreciate you guys' support here at Vagabond Builds, tap that like button, subscribe to our channel. If you got something for us to film, here's our email below. Email us and we can talk details later. A special shout out and a thanks to Land Rover here in Rockland, California for providing us these beautiful cars for this comparison video. Now also stay tuned, keep watching, because we're dropping that MSRP sticker so you guys get an exact idea of exactly what comes on these cars and the price tag on top. Now let's go ahead and talk Range Rover VELAR. So now let's kick this comparison video off with talking about some specs. Now, the only reason we popped one hood is because literally the drivetrains are the same exact drivetrains from the 2023 over to the 2024. Now, what do you get under this hood is a 2.0 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder gas-powered engine paired together with the 8-speed automatic transmission, giving you 247 horsepower with 269 pounds-feet of torque. Anybody who'd like to know about MPGs, 22 city, 26 highway, and a 23 combined. 21.6 gallon gas tank size as well, coming in the all-wheel drive with electric power assisted steering. If we move over to the side of the car, the 2023 compared to the 2024, same exact length, width, and height. Now, length is 189 inches, 80 width, and a 66-inch height. Now, if you do have the electronic air suspension like the exact one that you're looking at in this video, you get up to 9.9 inches of ground clearance. But if we shoot over to the non-electronic air suspension, which the 2023 has, and now that kind of minimizes the ground clearance to up to about 8.4 inch ground clearance. So take that into consideration. Now, guys, let's go ahead and talk major differences between 2023 VELAR and 2024 VELAR. What do we see right off the bat? We're gonna mention them, okay? Check out this headlight design. This is the 2024 VELAR. It's going to be a little bit more sleek design. Look at here at this rectangle integrated inside that headlight. The hazard light itself is up top, kind of like an eyebrow. But if we go ahead and compare that over to the 2023, now look at the hazard light. Comes all the way down, kind of a little squiggly mark, and then here itself is going to be kind of an empty rectangle or hollow rectangle on the inside. And if you get close to the headlights themselves, this one comes with a little bit of polka dots here at night. When you go ahead and turn on the lighting system or the daytime running lights, you literally see those polka dots kind of pop out, to where here it's not, and it's a little bit just a black housing headlight in the LED headlights. Now, both have cold climate packages. One's an R Dynamic S, one's a Dynamic SE. What do we see also that's different between now trims? I don't want to focus too much on trims, more rather than the body styles or the facelifts that they give to these cars. But again, I hate to forget to mention, from the 2023 over to the 2024, you get colored brake calibers. Now, this is the R Dynamic, okay? And you don't get a red brake caliber. Compared to the Dynamic in the 2024, you get a red brake caliber, okay? Also, rim comparisons, they are different themselves. In the black gloss, you get a different style rim. But what do we see that they're running? The tires are both the same in the Pirelli Scorpion Zero, in the all season. And what is the size? 265/40/22. Same exact tire here on the 2024. Electronic airlift suspension with adaptive dynamics. On the 2023, you have just the regular strut and coil shock system. Also, something I forgot to mention as well, the grille. The facelift in the 2024 gives you that kind of rectangular, long-shaped grille. Here, giving it more kind of a sleek design. I'm a fan of the 2024 more than the 2023 because I'm not a big fan of these kind of like I don't know what you want to call these, but this is the design in the 2023 old style, okay? Now, coming over to the side as well, up top, you get roof rails here on the 2023, no roof rails on the 2024. Sides are pretty much similar with the keyless fob, entry, pop-out handles. Those side mirrors do come blind spot assist, heated with the blinker light integrated, and they come automatic foldable, okay? On both, that is completely both. Now moving over to the rear to knock out these differences for you guys. Main differences here at the rear, get a load of this 2023 taillight, okay? The shape themselves are the same, but that interior housing is what you're going to see that is different. This is still LED taillights. We left the hazards so you guys get an idea of what it looks like. And if we come over to the 2024 in the sleeker design, I am a way bigger fan of these taillights. Again, the polka dots there as they blink with that kind of sleek, high-tech look in the 2024, giving it more of a richer feel is what I think. Now, again, that comes down to preference. Also, exhaust tips. You do not have the exhaust tips here in the 2024. The 2024 literally tucks their exhaust tips on the right and the left, simplifying the look of the car itself and giving it more of a classy, rich, simplistic feel. Last but not least, here with the Velar on the rear is the parking reflectors there, to where we go ahead and go on a more vertical plane on the 2023. This is 2023, and that one is the 2024. Now the diffusers are slightly different. If you pay attention to the diffusers, you have that lower diffuser, to where here you don't really have the cuts into the diffuser, okay? Now let's go ahead and pop open to cargo area. Before we pop open to cargo area, when the Velar is properly equipped, you get up to about 5,500 pounds of towing capacity. Remember that as well. Just a whole lot of information to go and so little time in these videos. Main differences, now if you want to know cargo area, you get about 36 cargo feet of space with that second row up. If you drop that second row down, you get about 70 cubic feet of whopping space inside this Velar. What is the main difference from the 2023 over to the 2024? You don't have a 12-volt outlet, literally. Okay, 12-volt outlet. If we go over to the 2024, let's go ahead and pop this open. And there you go, 12-volt outlet right there, okay? But overall, pretty similar things, okay? Full-size spare tire in the 2024. Let's go ahead and show you guys how it looks in the 2023. Same exact thing, full-size spare tire with tie downs and things of that sort, all right? Now we're pretty much done talking differences, minor similarities of exterior specs and the cargo area. Now let's go ahead, jump inside and talk differences and similarities. So right off the bat, let's talk differences. Now I'm sitting in the 2023 Range Rover VELAR, and what do we see that's completely different right off the bat? Now, they gave it, the 2024, a new facelift, and what do I mean by that? This whole center console area from this front cup holder up to this second screen is completely different in the 2024, along with this bridge area there, okay? Now, what do we see? The 2024 gets rid of this cup holder, and they literally shift this shift knob over to the middle of the center console, as well as they just add a second cup holder right here and get rid of this kind of square personal pocket room for change or chapstick or your keys or things of that sort. Now you also have this digital screen with your temperature knobs. They get rid of the temperature knobs, and everything is touch sensitive in the 2024. And they literally integrate just one complete screen in an 11.4 inch PV Pro system, to where here at the Velar gives you kind of a second smaller screen aside from the temperature control screen, okay? That is something different, as well as this inlay here on the dashboard. You get kind of textured. On the 2024s, they come flat. That's something as well that is different. Now, also, door sill. This is an R dynamic compared to the 2024, and that just says Range Rover on it. That can be just trim itself, but the shape and the door sill looks pretty much the same. Seats themselves are different. Perforated, grainy leather look, same in both 2024 and 2023, but what's different is the stitching pattern in the seats, right? Also, cold climate package in the 2024, you get ventilated seats, to where in the 2023, no ventilation in the seats. Again, what is also something that is major different? You get the driver cockpit cluster that is completely different. Now, you see how you have your manual tachometers on the left and right with kind of a partial digital display, to where the 2024 comes a full digital driver cockpit screen, adding to more of the tech feel inside the new 2024, which I am a big fan of because you just feel like you're with the times, all right? But other than that, not much difference as well as the 2023 into 2024. I want to mention to you guys, you might have some different look on the wood inlays. That is slightly different, but the idea is still there in the wood inlays with the 2024 and 2023, okay? Steering wheel, exactly same steering wheel with your touch sensitive panels, okay? And that, I wanted to show you guys up top here as well. You get that panoramic glass in the 2023 as well as in the 2024 with your controls pretty much similar, okay? Let me go ahead and show you what this kind of looks like. Full navigation in this screen. All right, kind of smaller. I'm going to show you guys that in the 2024. Go ahead and swipe between 3 screens, to where the 2024 has more screens. You get a parking camera button here in the back. That's pretty much it. A little bit more simple on the 2023, and I'm going to show you guys why in the 2024. Climate controls, we're going to go ahead and turn that off, turn that back on. This is how you would control it. You get the little knob shifting things there. Hill decline assist traction control. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto Assist as well, all right? Now we're pretty much done with the front side. Let's go ahead and show you second row seating and then jump into the 2024. So now second row seating inside the 23 Velar. What's different right off the bat? Now seats, you got the 40, 20, 40 in the middle. Okay, I wanted to just show you guys a quick look about that. Armrest, similar. Main differences, literally the USB-C plugins, okay? And then you get a 12 volts, okay? But that can also be because of the trims. Leave in the comment section below if you know if it's due to the trims or the 2023 or the 2024. Seats, same exact idea. You just don't get heated in the cold climate package in the 23, but you get heated in the cold climate package in the 24, all right? Now, because dimensions are the same, I'm gonna do one space test. I'm about 6 feet and 2 inches. Legroom is there. Now, depending on how tall the person in the front is, completely different space that you're gonna get with that leg clearance, all right? But head clearance is completely there. So long road trip car, check. Now, door panels, similar as well, okay? With the wood inlays, the black gloss trim. One thing that's also slightly different, I'm going to show you guys that, are the pockets. You get the idea of both pockets on the backside of those front seats, but the look of them are completely different from the 23 over to the 24. Now we're pretty much done with the 23. Let's go ahead and show you the 24. Now inside the 2024 new redesigned Velar, and get a load of how simple this car looks inside and how much they cleaned it up. Starting with this center console, remember I told you about they got rid of that extra cup holder. 2 big cup holders right there in the middle. Shout out to Land Rover for making that decision because I think it was a good one. Shift knob there as well in the middle. They shifted it over to the right a little bit. They got rid of that second screen here for that temperature controls with those 2 knobs. And then you got a wireless charging pad with the USB-C plug-in and some cubby room. So pretty much they changed that little square cubby room up here in the front as they got rid of also that bridge there. 11.4-inch infotainment screen, the PV Pro system. Want to show you guys kind of what it looks like with the full navigation screen. Let's go ahead and go home. Now we're going to go ahead and swipe through, and you get so many more swipes other than that. The other one was 3 swipes. This is where you get more swipes and info on the front of your screen. Wheel info, compass, slope assist, phone, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Let's go ahead and go here. Now let's go ahead in the parking screen button. This is what it looks like with your sensors, okay? Now let's go ahead and climate. Show you guys a quick look on the climate. Now remember I told you about the heated and ventilated seats because of the cold climate. Now the 24 comes cold climate with ventilated seats. Click out of that. Another difference was the full digital cockpit cluster screen. This is another big thing I like. is where you get that full digital screen and nothing is manual, giving it more of a richer and updated feel, all right? Steering wheel the same, as mentioned. Door panel the same. Speaker system in the Meridian 400-watt speaker system. Heads-up display. Now, you can get that in the 23. Not to forget to mention, I didn't want to mention it in the 23 because it's a trim preference or an optional preference that people order inside their trims. Just keep that in mind as well. The seats themselves, different stitching pattern, but in that same leather grainy look. Different stitching going down the center of this seat. Electric seats, again, are similar as well. The dashboard, remember I talked about the texture or the design on the dashboard? This is that new look that they put inside their Range Rovers, that flat look, to where the 23 Velar had those kind of like cuts inside the leather look, all right? But that's what it pretty much is here in the front of the 2024. Just get a breath of the new Range Rover and how simplistic and rich it feels. Panoramic glass all the way over to the second row, all right? And the controls are pretty similar look itself for the ones who'd like to know. I'm not going to go ahead and jump to the back seat because the look is the same. The only major difference, actually, let's go ahead and jump in the back seat because I wanted to show you guys something real quick. Now the back seat, pretty much idea is the same for the bench, but what I wanted to show you guys are the heated seats in the cold climate package with the USB-Cs. That's something to pay attention to. But remember I told you about those back pockets. Now, those were kind of padded or they're leather wrapped to where they kind of put a hard plate on the back of those front seats. And the pockets there are a hard plated pocket, all right? But again, we're pretty much done with this comparison. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, leave them in the comment section below. We'll try to get back to you guys as best as possible. Remember, here's the MSRP sticker. This is the one to the 2024 first, so you guys get an idea of what comes on it. And then here is the MSRP sticker over to the 2023. Thank you guys for watching. Tap that like button and subscribe to our channel. Once again, God bless you.